If you're looking for ways to save money as fast as you can, then I believe you'll find some value in this video. This particular video, I'm going to be sharing with you an article that I came across, and this article listed ways in which we can try to speed up the process of saving money. I like to look for ways to improve my strategies. You have to understand that if you want to improve your lifestyle or you want to increase your financial game, you have to be willing to improve and learn on ways in which you can save more money. I came across this article on how to save money fast on a website called Money Under 30. If you guys are into the financial world and you're often online looking for ways to save money or to invest your money or to cut back on your expenses and things like that, I'm sure you'll be able to find a lot of good information on this website, so you can always check it out. I would link it in the description below. So in this article, there are strategies that have been listed in which people would often use to save their money. This article has listed about 18 points in which we can use to guide ourselves in making sure that we are saving the most money, thereby increasing the speed at which you can save. Now, before we go on, I have to also mention that in this article, they listed a research that was conducted in 2019, and it says that about 69% of Americans do not have $1,000 saved in a savings account. Yes, that is really bothering, especially with the current situation we are in. That would even get worse. Now, the first one is set a budget. We all know that already. I'm not going to beat around the bush on that. If you want to get control of your spending, you have to have a budget. So that's straightforward. Now, for me, I do have a budget that I use every month, and I try as much as possible to stay within that budget. You have to understand that having a budget definitely helps to control your spending, and that is why it's very important to have one. Because if you do not have one, then you end up spending money on things that you do not need, and at the end of the day, you would realize that you do not know where your money is going. Obviously, we all know that we need to cut our expenses in order to save money fast. Now, you need to figure out what is essential and non-essential and focus on only paying for the essential. The non-essential items, you can often cut back on those ones to the bare minimum. Again, this goes in line with budgeting, so I'm not going to be spending much more time on that one. There are so many phone services out there, and there are few ones that could often be cheaper to hold than the ones that are charging maybe $100 or more every month. Especially if you have like a family plan, you often want to find the cheapest but reliable service for you. So consider shopping around by looking for the cheaper services that may be available in your area. We often know that spending a lot of time on TV is your time being wasted, and that means reducing the amount of time on TV and using that time to do something productive will definitely help you in the long run. Cutting your cable is one of the smartest things to do, especially in this time, because you see that money that goes towards a cable can be used towards your savings, which means you'll be able to save your money as fast as possible. Lower your car insurance. As long as you have a good driving record, then you have the ability to bargain for a cheaper insurance. And this means you might need to call your insurance company to negotiate a lower rate, or you find other companies that may be able to offer you a better rate and even a better coverage. It may take you about 10 to 15 minutes to do this, but take your time to do that, because I have actually done this and it's saving me about $20 every month on car insurance. You have to understand that if you're renting a place and you have a good history as a renter, and as long as the area is safe, you should be able to look for lower rates when it comes to your renter's insurance or your homeowner's insurance. So consider shopping around. This next one covers our grocery shopping. As long as we stick to the budget, then we shouldn't have a problem in this area. But the problem is this: each time we go shopping, we end up spending more than we actually budgeted for. And this is because of all these temptations that we see around us. We see the chocolates, we see the new bag that we want to buy. We didn't plan for them, which means we end up spending way beyond what we planned for. So always consider making sure you're not tempted or you're not falling for those temptations when you go shopping. If you're the type that cook at home, then you shouldn't have a problem with this one, which is dining out. We know that the more food we cook at home, the more money we can save, because we don't have to buy food from outside, which can get pretty expensive. Even though we're talking about saving more money, you also need to understand that this article talks about getting a better credit card. And I understand that, because the more money you're paying in interest on a terrible credit card means that you have less money to be saved. So consider the interest you're paying on your credit card if you have credit card debt. Preferably eliminate your credit card debt, because you do not want to be paying interest on a credit card. The average interest rate in America is about 18%, which means if you are paying that amount and you're only getting about 2% or 1% on your savings, well, you're losing a ton of money to that credit card. So you want to make sure you eliminate that card as soon as possible. We all know that finding the side hustle definitely helps to increase our income. So we all need to make sure that we're looking for ways to create extra income or passive income so that we can save more money. Preferably, all the money you make on your passive jobs or your side hustles should be saved and just leave on one income, and that way the extra money is saved up, which speeds up your savings rate. If you have things that you do not use on a regular basis, like clothes and shoes and maybe some gadgets, you might want to convert those things into cash and save that money, because for every time you hold on to these things, they are losing value, which means over time the amount of money you could reap from them is decreased. So you want to make sure that you convert those things before they lose all their value. Consider looking into your home, into your drawer, look into your closet, find those things that you do not wear or use on a regular basis and try to sell them now. Even though we're trying to save money, you also got to understand that your ability to invest and let your money work for you is even a good one. You should consider investing as you're saving some of this money. By putting your money into stocks, bonds, or other forms of investment that you may find value in, you are letting your money work for you. And these things will definitely help you grow your money at a faster rate. Look into things like M1 Finance, Robinhood, Acorns, and so many other apps out there that can start investing as little as $10. So what's stopping you? Start investing today. Use the links below. I have one for Robinhood and I have another one for M1 Finance. Use any of these links. You will get free stocks. So take advantage of those links and use them to start investing now. If you're a couple, you should consider living on one income. Now, this is something that is very important, especially in times like this when we are not sure of what the future holds. If you're making $6,000 in total income, then that means you should be living on $3,000 and the other $3,000 should be saved up. This way, you will be able to speed up the savings process and the savings rate in order to achieve other goals that you desire. Hey, don't forget to drop a like, leave your comment in the comment section below, and also subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps me. And also, if you have any questions, please ask your questions in the comment section below also. I would love to interact with you because that's the only way I could actually talk to you guys.